Connor and I have a unique relationship in the sense that, yes, we're friends, yes, we're peer-to-peer mentors, but we're also competitors and we're also teammates. So it's kind of this hard balance that we have to play every now and then.
Most athletes don't have a training partner going to the Olympics with them, and that's something I'm really grateful for.
The story of the Olympic trials finish, I think, really starts at about mile 23. With about 3 miles to go is when Connor had been leading for the race for about a mile.
And I turned to Clayton, and we were running into the wind, and I just said, hey, can you help me out? Can you do some of the leading? Usually I'm the one that pushes the pace and likes to keep us running fast, but on that day, Clayton was just feeling really good. And
I got to think back to all the times that Connor has led, me in all of the workouts and in all of the training. So I took the lead from him and I started leading for the next couple miles. And there was this kind of cool moment where we got to celebrate this moment that we had visualized for months and months and months.
And when I saw the finish getting closer, I made a little bit of a surge.
I think it actually caught him off guard and it caught me off guard because I think he expected me to blow by him because I was feeling so good. And I said, hey, celebrate, enjoy the win. And then I crossed the line right thereafter.
It felt too good to be true that we were both going to make the Olympic team.
I really truly believe that, the Olympic trials was kind of a prelim, and honestly, I knew that I would be better in Paris if we were together in training all the way into Paris.
So our running styles are pretty different, and I think part of it comes from our different backgrounds. My dad kind of coached me growing up, and he just would tell me, just go run. And so I always liked to run as hard as I could.
He's going to the bottom of the well every single day in practice. Like, he is getting the most out of his training. I have a very much more methodical approach towards training where I try to find that line and not cross it, and I build over time. It takes me a very long time to get very, very fit. And then come race day, I'm ready to roll. And I would say I'm very meticulous in my preparation.
Clayton is kind of a perfectionist. He's a very diligent athlete. He finds every little thing he can do to be better, and he just focuses on that. And I think that's a really, really good attribute to have.
Even though we're different athletes, we've been able to kind of build off each other's strengths and become better athletes together because of it. Connor always tries to be very optimistic about it, and he's always encouraging those around him to be their best athletes, which is super motivating for me.
Being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is very important to me as a person. I have bad days all the time. But when you have a bad day, you can always look back and be like, it's just a sport. That's all it really is. Yes, it's my job, but it's really just a sport. There's so many other things in the world that are so much more important, and the gospel is, at the very top of that. And so I'm grateful because it kind of takes a lot of the pressure off of running. Being a member of the church and putting the Lord first really helps me to be a better athlete.
There are so many parallels between the gospel and running. There's a lot of forgiveness. There's a lot of giving grace. There's a lot of holding each other accountable. And more than anything, I think the most valuable thing is having somebody else that has the same beliefs as I do. There's somebody there that's going through the same thick of challenges in life that I am. And as we're working together and applying the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only to our lives, but also to our running, I think we've seen a lot of growth.
Knowing that there are so many other things in life, especially the gospel, that are so much more important, that keeps me grounded. That keeps me showing up to races in a good headspace, or in a better headspace than I would be if I did not know these things.
The dream scenario for Connor and I at the Olympics would be to go 1-2, gold, silver, but honestly, don't ask me who's gonna go first and who's gonna go second.
I don't know, there's so many things that could happen in the Olympics. And yes, I want to win the gold medal. But if Clayton wins the gold medal and I'm, last place, I'll be just very happy for him.